And now, all right. We are live. And now I'm split you in a small rooms and make the conversation flow better and for everyone to have opportunity to talk. When you are in room, please choose a leader. This leader will read the questions for everybody to answer. All right. And if you want to have class focus on conversation that are not recorded with a teacher and material, you can find all information on talkingtalking.com.br. They are classes for beginning and intermediate students. All right. Hey, Renata, how are you, my friend?
Hello, I'm doing great.
It's nice to see you. All right, and we are in 18:09. Oh, it's a lot of people coming. All right, let me split you guys. Any questions before I split you? No, everyone can see the questions on chat box.
Okay.
Very good.
I can't.
Yes.
You can? No, let me share with you just a second, Renata, because you can.
I arrived a little late today.
No worries.
A big question, né? Wow.
Yes, it is. It is one part and just a second part. Yes, 89, 10. I had a problem to page and coast here. I don't know why. It's all the time it happens. 9, 10. All right. And now everyone can see the questions.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, my friend. Let me split you. 18 or 90? 90. I think it's 5. It's enough. 5, it's enough. Yes, created options. All right, let me. Gabrielino, you can't be with me. And number 3. Guys, enjoy the conversation. If you are here with me, we are gonna talk about together. All right. First of all, I would like to ask you guys, Jefferson, could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, of course. Good afternoon for everybody. I'm Jefferson. I'm living in Goiânia, Goiás, the best and most beautiful city of Brazil because I live here. I'm economist and professor of Catholic University of Goiás. And I'm here at TNT to improve my English and to make friends.
It's a big pleasure to be here with you, my friend. And you can choose someone to introduce.
Okay, André Friedrich.
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm André. I'm 25 years old. I live in the south of Brazil, in Santa Catarina, in the city Xanxerê. It's for the part of west of Santa Catarina. And I am a mechanical engineer. And I'm here to practice my English. So I think it's that.
You are the right place. Nice to be here with you, my friend. Could you please choose someone to introduce?
Of course, Sarah.
Hello, I'm Sarah. I'm 26. I live in Inglês, and I've been here on TNT for 2 months now. And I'm a hostess, an English hostess, and I really enjoy to be here as much as I can. I can because of the topic, because it is really interesting. So nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Sarah, for coming. It's a pleasure to be here with you, my friend. And it's your turn, Aida. Aida or Aida? What do you
Aida.
prefer? Aida.
Aida.
Aida. Please, Aida, introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon. My name is Aida Márcia. I live in Brasília. I am 16 years old, and I'm a lawyer and a civil servant, retired. And I study English, and I play the piano too. And I like reading and do exercise. And I'm here to improve my English. I like
Go ahead.
to be here a lot and on Talk and Talk.
And I like too much to be here with you. All right,
Thank
Aida,
you,
welcome. Welcome. And now it's my turn. I'm Fábio, I'm 42 years old. I live in a small town named Campo Limpo Paulista in states of São Paulo. I'm thinking, I don't know, it's about 2 years. I'm not sure, but it's about 2 years. And I love this meeting. I always learn a lot of things when I be here with you guys. And let's get started. The first question, the topic is, what's your way of studying and speak English? And Jefferson, how do you study English? Do you think you study it in an efficient way, and why?
It's a good question. I don't study English anymore. I studied a long time ago, but now it's very important for me to improve my English because I have a very good basic English in the past, a long time ago, as I said. And now I love to watch films, for example, with subtitles, sometimes with subtitles. When a film, it's very difficult because some films you have an aspect of the culture of the city or the country that you can comprehend. So it's very important to read the subtitle. I think this is a good way to watch a good film, sometimes with subtitles, sometimes without subtitles. And I love to listen music. I used to listen, to read the lyrics and the meanings of each lyrics I love. I choose the music that I love to sing, and I used to practice this. And to finish, I have a practice to read the Valor Econômico. It's a newspaper in English every day. And sometimes I used to read magazines and other kinds of things that I need to read in English.
Very good. I personally love learning by music because we can learn a lot from vocabulary and from pronunciation. I love so much. And what about you, Sarah?
So I study because I think I need to improve my vocabulary and pronunciation, and not only by speaking, but by watching other people speaking as well. So I like to listen to podcasts about this is a podcast I listen. We have daily situations like, oh, what do you say at the airport or at a restaurant? And so you can you can listen to yourself speaking, and you can practice your pronunciation. But I think this environment here is better because you have a natural conversation. It's not only you speaking to yourself, And I like to read as well. I try to train all the skills because to read, to learn, to listen, to speak, and I forgot the other one, to write. The write is the one I practice the least, I guess, because I don't have any plans to study at the university right now. So I try to train more my listening and my speaking skills. So that's what I do. I like to speak, and I use podcasts and some YouTube videos with vocabulary. And for me, it works because I can always learn something new.
And what's your favorite podcast?
At the moment, I'm listening to Fluency podcast. I know to Walk and Talk. It's the similar thing. So it's really great because we have a level up that's episodes 100% in English, and we have basic episodes. I prefer to listen the level up because I can understand the whole thing, you know. But the basic English, it's good too because you can sometimes learn new words, and they have the transcription for you to I don't know, search the words later. So it's pretty good.
I usually listening to this one as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Aida.
You're welcome.
What's your way of studying and speak English?
I used to study on presential course before the pandemic. Nowadays, I study English on an online course. For me, it's interesting presential because you have interaction, direct interaction. It's amazing. But on the other hand, when you study online, you save gas and you don't spend time in driving, and this is it. And online, I listen a lot podcasts and watching movies. Nowadays, I watching the How I Met Your Mother TV series. It's amazing, and I prefer close my eyes to understand, because when I put subtitle, it's terrible. I don't know if I watch the movie or read the subtitles. It's terrible for me, but this is okay.
And I have a quick question for you. What do you prefer? How Met Your Mother or Friends?
Both, because I watching Friends too on Mondays. It's interesting because both there is a group of friends, and we can see sarcastic situations. In Friends, you have a Chandler is very sarcastic, but in How I Met Your Mother, you feel the sarcastic all the time. I like both.
Very good. I have the same opinion. And André.
I study with three options. I study. I improve my vocabulary first. I put 10 phrases in an app of a review. The second part is review this new phrase, new word. And the third part is to improve my listening, watching series in English, comedy. I watch How I Met Your Mother, also all in English, with subtitles yet. And that's it. These three things I do.
Good job. And what app do you use? Enki?
Yeah, Zenki.
Really it's the good. Same that I use this one too.
Yes, it's excellent to review the phrases.
It's a good one. All right, let's move on for the second one. Number 2. Sarah, could you please read for us number 2?
Yeah, sure. Let me see it. You mean, okay. Do you study English with something you like? Have you ever studied with something you hate just because people convinced you to do that? Did it work at 5? So I just I opened my camera because we're talking about How I Met Your Mother and I love it, so that's okay. And that's one of the things I use. I like to watch. I put the subtitles because there are these jokes about the English, like the joke, I forgot the name, like they use the words, the play of words, actually. So it's pretty fun for me. I like to understand the similar words and how that can be fun. So for me, watching series and listening to music is my favorite way to learn, because I don't feel like I'm studying. I don't have to sit and stand still, So it's pretty great. And I don't know, I don't remember if I ever used something I don't like. Probably not, because for me, it would be so boring. I don't see a reason to do that. There are so many good options. Why should I choose something I don't like, But yeah,
Very
just
good.
the good ones for me.
And what's your favorite characters from How You Met Your
Yeah,
Mother?
that's
Your
tough
favorite?
one, but maybe Marshall. He's so lovable and funny as well, and respectful with women. With Barney is not. So for me, it's a good point for him.
Very good. Thank you. Jefferson, do you study English with something you like? Probably yes.
Yeah, yes, really. In my age, I just want to study something that I like.
You speak English, Spanish, right? And Portuguese, or speak something else?
French,
English,
French.
a little bit about French.
I just read. I have no problem with French, but to speak, I will try.
Yeah.
I'm trying. It's not so easy, but I'm trying. Yeah.
Very good.
But for me, the most important thing, you must study with pleasure. It's something. If something is boring, I think you can't study. You can't read it. You can't watch it. I don't like this kind of thing. In my case today, as I said, I love to watch good films. I don't know the names of the films because I have just little time to watch. I don't used to watch, for example, a series from Netflix, but just part of the series, something that I love. I love to do this. And if I have studied with something I hated, yes. A long time ago, I was preparing to do a TOEFL. Was terrible, boring, with a terrible teacher. So I gave up. No, I can't. It's impossible. So boring, and I was not convinced to do that work. So I got out of that kind of thing. For me, that's it.
We need to enjoy the process, right? If not, no makes sense for me, at least.
Yeah, it's Cambridge and TOEFL are terrible. I don't like the method. The method to study, I think it's not the best way for you to write, read, and improve your English. It's something mechanical. I really don't like.
Yeah. André, I'm curious. Tell me your opinion.
About TOEFL?
No, about the question number 2 as...
Okay. Yes, I agree with other people that, for example, for me, the best, the excellent option of studying English, if something you like, it's watching series, because it's funny, and I watch sitcoms, so it's more funny, and I have fun watching and improving my listening. I think it's the best part, because you have contact with real English, native English, so it's really good. I think.
Aida, tell us.
It's interesting because the word hate is very strong, and I think when we have a private teacher, it's interesting because he knows our necessities, our difficulties, and he knows the way to help us to achieve our goals. When we study in a regular school, regular English school, is different because the teacher have to follow a methodology of the school, and it's terrible for them, for him, and for us. And for example, I don't like study grammar a lot, but I know it's necessary. It's my opinion. And about to hate
Yes, and as we can watching in the previous video, and in the video cited at least four different ways to learn. At least four. I believe that it's more ways to learn a language. But if you teach in the same way for everyone, it doesn't work.
It's boring.
Yes, I've been studying English by myself for 3 years. And 3 months ago, I took a course because the company that I work want to pay a course for me. And I took a course, and I have been studying by this course, and I've enjoyed it. It's a course named, it's a platform that I'd never heard about it in here in Brazil, named Vox. It's American platform. It's an online platform. And I've been enjoying this course because they teach us in a natural way. It's similar with TNT. We have conversations, free talk, and the teaching teaches some kind of vocabulary, some kind of expressions, and you can learn in a natural way. I've been enjoying it. But my son is on TNT today in the other room, and he doesn't like much to study English, and I need to and kind of obligate him to study. But this thing has been working with him because he's talking. So, I don't know. I'm not sure about if you, because if he don't study a little bit, at least he can't play video games. So.
Yes, it's amazing.
Has been working. Let's move on for the number 3. And André, could you please read for us number 3?
Of course. Do you think there's a perfect way to learn English? Is taking an English course the best way to learn it? Why? So can I answer?
Sure. Go ahead, please.
It's a hard question because if there's a similar relation with the video that you passed in begin, because all the people have many ways of learn. So visual, reading, listening. So I respond, it depends of the person. For me, I agreed with the method of review and practice with real English. But for some people, it's not that way. So it depends.
Very good. What about you, Sarah?
Yeah, I don't think there is a perfect way to learn because there is a way that works for you. Like you can be good, you can have a lot of good experience by watching TV shows or by watching YouTube videos. There are grammar videos on YouTube that aren't too hard to understand because they explain in a good way. And I think making a course can be important when you are a beginner. You need to understand a little better how the language works. For example, how to build a structure for a question and for, say, a negative sentence and things like that. So I'd say for me, it has worked like that. I take a course and to have a general vision about English, and now I'm focused on speaking. So I'd say it depends, like Andrea said, it depends on your goals with English, your routine, and what's most important for you to learn. Because there are people who want to um, learn how to write in English, to read, not so much speak. But for me, speaking it's my goal right now. So every person has his own goals, I guess.
Yes. For me, speaking is my goal right now because I can understand almost everything. My listening is very sure, but my speaking it's a horse of different colors. Aida, what do you think? There is a perfect way to learn English?
For me, to be here is a perfect way because I improve my English. I feel confident. I feel happy. For me, it's amazing. And I think the best way it's never give up. Because there are many ways to study whatever we want. And in the end, we never knows what happened teach us, because we have different ways for different peoples to pick up the own methodology, like listen, like watching, moving, like reading, practice. For me, it's amazing to be here. It's the best way.
Yes, it's true. It's just keep going, right? It's
yes, never give up.
The key, in my opinion. I get started to learn Spanish 1 month ago. I'm just a beginner. And now I can view learn a new language the other way, that when I get started to learn English. What about you, Jefferson?
Well, the perfect way is the same for thousands of years. It's the same. And 9%, yeah, it's 9% of the methods is the same for a long time ago. What you need, what's the best way to study, the perfect way? You need to be good at read. You need to read. Reading, it's very important. You need to be good at write. You need to write a lot. You need to be good at listen. You need to listen well. And you need to be good at speak. So you need to speak well. This is the method of the world. 2000 years is the same method. Is the same method. The perfect way. You need to know these four things to be good at one language. You need to be good. I think that's the way that we work. You can be good just, okay, I'm very good at reading and writing, but I'm too bad. I'm too bad listening or speaking. So you are not good at. You must be good most of the time in everything.
In your opinion, what's the hardest skill about speaking a language, or listening or reading or writing? What's the hardest skill that you learn when you have been getting a new language?
It's a new language is two things. To listen, it's very difficult. It's very difficult because everything it's different. The culture, the words, the slang, you have something that's very different. And to speak, as Aida said, to be comfort, you have confidence, to be comfortable, to stay out of your comfort zone. It's very difficult. It's not so easy because some guys may be shy and some guys are not shy. So it's very difficult to speak.
Yes, to be afraid to make a mistakes. I think it's the hardest part when I want to speak. To be afraid of make a mistake for me.
And the Brazilian, there is I don't know how to say in English, complexo de vira-lata. We have this.
I think there's no translation.
I don't know this translation, but the Brazilian guys are trained just to be the right thing and not the wrong. When you go abroad, it's very common. A lot of mistakes. Here in Brazil, yes. When you see somebody abroad, they did a lot of mistakes. American, French, and Latin America, etc., etc. Yeah.
Yes, it's true. I totally agree with you. Now let's talk again about friends. Oh, number 4. If someone told you that you have watched that specific TV show because it's the best TV show to learn English ever, would you watch even if you don't like it? Why? Sarah, tell us what's your opinion.
Well, no, because I don't like to waste my time. Like I said, there are so many options to learn, and I won't do that because I like to be comfortable with what I'm watching, and I don't think I will learn if I watch a show I don't like, because I won't be paying attention, so it doesn't make any sense for me.
For sure. And I totally agree with you. Aida.
It happens to me because someone told me to watch Friends, and in the beginning I didn't like, but nowadays currently I think it's amazing. It's funny. I like a lot, but in the beginning for me it's terrible. I think I have to watch and just study English. I don't like.
I get it. André?
Well, I don't like, if I don't like it, I don't watch. I need to take a reviews of a TV series and watch, because if I don't know, if there a series that you don't like, you will not comfortable of that series. So no, it's my answer.
Very good, Jefferson.
Yeah. For me, it's impossible. In my age, I just do what I like. If I don't like something, why? Why? Just to be good for someone? No. For in the case, never I try to do something that I don't like. Yesterday, I was preparing for a Spanish charla meeting. It was very interesting because I was listening Spanish music, and some kinds of music I really don't like. Somebody told me you need to listen to reggaeton. I don't like. It's like funk in Portuguese. I don't like funk. Why I need to listen funk to speak? No, because it's very important. Some slangs in Spanish, it's very good in reggaeton. No, I don't like reggaeton. I tried, but I hate it. Aida, I hate it. It's boring.
But imagine it during in the beginning, you hate, but maybe during the end of the music, you like to sing a song.
No, never.
And I don't like axé, but I always thinking about the music lepo lepo. It's like I sing all the time. Sometimes I don't like, but this one, I like it. I don't know why. And I remember when I got started to learn English, I started watching the TV show named Breaking Bad in English, and there's a lot of bad words there in this TV show, and they say it's better I stop to Athens to learn English because I would say several bad words because it's bad words all the time in the TV show. And now that I got to learn Spanish, I get started watching the better TV show around the world, El Chavo. I love it. And I've been watching in Spanish, and I can practice my listening watching El Chavo because I know every episode by heart. So I think it's gonna working for me. Breaking Bad is awesome. Yes, it's true. But not to learn English. All right, let's skip some questions and move on for question number 9 because I think it's very interesting. Do you use any apps to memorize word expressions in English? Do you think these apps are really helpful to memorize them? If so, if not, why? And Jefferson.
No, I really don't use any apps. I just use this kind of thing. It's mind map.
Paper pen.
Mind map. I love this kind of thing because you think for example, today we are going to talk about how the best way to learn something. So I put the word the best way to learn and a lot of words here. I think for me is the best way because you link it the words. You can link it the words. You have a better comprehension.
It's easier to memorize.
I have read a lot about this. If you read and if you write, you can have you have more productive just to reading by, for example, by Kindle, something like this. The best way to learn yet is with this kind of words. With books, take the books and write at the books and do this mind map.
Mental map. Mental map.
Yeah, it's mental map. Yeah, it's a lot of words, maybe.
This is a new word for me. Mental map. Let me take a note. All right, Aida. Do you use any apps to memorize?
Yes, like André, I like Enki a lot, and it has a lot of resources. You can put pictures, sounds, and definitions, and you can put. I can put my style. I like a lot. And like Jefferson, I like to do a mental map. In my mental map, I don't know if you can see my mental map. And I like writing a lot. And my books, I put a lot of informations too. But Enki is a main app I use a lot.
Good. Sarah?
I don't use any app. The only app I use, I don't know if it's a memorizing app, but I use Duolingo.
Yes, Duolingo it is.
It's because you have the sentence, you can speak the sentence, you can listen, you can write. So they ask you to translate. So for me, it's helpful. It's not like the best app in the world. I'm aware of that. But sometimes there are good words to learn. And with French, I started by 0 and Duolingo helped with the vocabulary and things like that. So for me, and the other thing I use is Courage because, for example, I started to attend to French meetings as well. And I wasn't sure I was going to be able to speak at all. because I'm new in my head, but real life is different. But I've been going and it's been great. So I think we have to take the leap. I'd say that.
Very good. Duolingo use the method of repetition as well, space repetition as blank ink, but she shows us the same sense, the same words, and you can memorize by repetition. Andre, do you use Yankee, right? Tell us a little bit.
I really like because they have an algorithm. I don't know if the algorithm, and you can the app choose the words that you can review every day. So I put 10 words per day, and every day the app put 30 to 40 words to review every day. So I think it's a really good app to review your vocabulary and in a spaced way.
Yes, spaced repetition. I use ink as well. I put the word, and the one side I put the word, in the other side I put the meaning and a sentence of example to learn new. Usually I have been using to memorize expressions and phrasal verbs because I had a problem with this, and it's very good for me. All right, guys, let's move on for the number 10. The break rooms, people come back, but I'm gonna ask for you guys. If you had the opportunity to go back to the past, would you start studying English in a different way? If so, or if not, why? Andre.
Of course. Oh my God. How many courses I do and I learn nothing. Oh my God. So if I have the opportunity to go to the past, I say to Andre, go and practice your listen, and oh my God, and go to practice, and stop doing the courses, because it's good, of course, it's good, learn grammar, but I think it's not the effective way to learn.
A lot of people has coming for the breakout rooms, but I'd like to know from you, Sarah, if you had the opportunity to go back to the past, would you start studying English in a different way?
Yeah, definitely. I waited too long for such a speak. Like with French, I took I have the courage to speak with less time. Like with English, it took me more than, I don't know, years. But with French, I started to speak with months because I knew it was the best way to communicate, to improve my skills with the language. So for me, that would be the change I'd make.
Very good, guys. People come back from the small room, and I would like to know how was the conversation. And Gabriel Lino, the guy that created this amazing topic for us today. How was the conversation?
It was awesome. We talked a lot about English, ways of learning English and stuff. And I think my favorite question was the question number 10 about like going back to the past, because if we had the opportunity to go back to the past, we would like change some things, that we didn't like. So I think this question was amazing. I think it was the best one for me.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. Yasmin, how was the conversation?
So it was awesome. I love it. We could share many tips about how we can improve our English. So I love it.
And as I know you are a teacher and I have a question for you, but I would like to ask as a teacher, right?
Okay.
About number one, how do you study English? And do you think you study in an effective way? For sure, yes. No?
Oh, yeah, I study English every day here on TNT. So I try to practice my writing skills with the questions too. So I think this is an effective way because I'm always trying to put in practice things that I'm learning. So I like to listen to podcasts, to watch videos on YouTube. So I think yes.
Thank you so much, Yasmin, for sharing with us. Ana Ferreira, how was the conversation?
Our conversation was good, it was amazing. I love participating in this immersion today.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for coming for this meeting. Leilani, I would like to know from you, how was the conversation?
I enjoyed a lot for this topic today, and I think it was a great opportunity for Chupatsi. And this topic, I think everyone in my room talked a lot. I talked many ways, methods for to learning and to practicing and what they are thinking about the many questions. And I enjoyed a lot for Gabriel Lino for to conduct, I think so, the room, and he chose the great questions for to answer the and I think it was a great opportunity. Thank you everyone for this opportunity to practice you guys.
Thank you, Leilani. Keep coming. It's a pleasure for us to be here with you. My friend Aurelio, how was the conversation?
The conversation, it was amazing, and my group is incredible. I love TNT. I love every time I have this possibility to attending an English meeting on TNT or other type of meeting, because recently I started to study Spanish. And I'm a host in Italian meeting on Talk and Talk. For me, Talk and Talk is always the best way to improve every type of language you decide to study. Is the best for me.
Awesome, Ariel. Thank you so much. Me too. I love TNT. Guys, I would like to ask to everyone, but we don't have time enough. And before we finish this meeting, I would like to share with you this link. It's a survey. And please, guys, answer this survey for us, because this way I can do the things to improve our talking talk, right? Please, it's help us a lot. And before we finish this meeting, I'm gonna share with you a video, but I need to turn off the live first. Just a second. And just a second, guys. Let me